Hello, good evening. My name is Lauren,
And I'm Ian.
and this is our beginner kettlebell and bodyweight class. The basics.
Yeah, the basics. You can never go wrong with the basics, or at least we recommend that you can start and always practice the basics.
So we have a light bell that we'll be using throughout the class. If you have one, you can grab that, get it close to you. If not, bodyweight is just as great.
Excellent.
Let's get started.
With no judgment, we will standardize how we'll get up and down from the floor with our get up. With no judgment, somehow, let's all get on the floor and we'll start our exploration of the get up.
Well,
making sure the coast is clear. Maybe I'll come up just a little bit here, and then I'll be on my back, maybe this quarter turn. We'll get it going here. Oh, little hair checks here. Before we do, let's just start with our breath here. We'd like to practice our nasal breathing. Gently close the lips and breathe in and out of the nose. Repeat a few more repetitions in and out of the nose. One more, in and out. Repeat for 4-second inhales, starting 4, 3, 2, hold, 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 hold. Exhale, 3, 2, 1, and hold for 4 counts. And breathe in, 3, 2, 1, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Empty, 4 seconds, and in. Last one, big sniff, hold, hold. Exhale. As we do this get up, could we try to maintain breathing in and out of the nose? On our backs, place one hand, knuckles to the ceiling. Keep that same leg bent. Straighten out the alternate leg, 15 to 40 degrees away from center, and the arm on the ground approximately parallel with the leg. Going forward in the get up, this will be our starts position, but for now, take the hand that's pointing to the ceiling across your chest. Using our hip extension, press through the foot on the bent leg, initiating a roll, and return to your back. Repeat 2 more repetitions of a heavy foot, pushing, initiating a roll. Return to your back. Repeat again, push, hip extend. Return to your spine. This next time, we'll do that and then link it to the second movement ending on the elbow. Extend through the hip, press or pull, that was harder than usual, onto the elbow. While we're in this position, we want to avoid a shrug, but for 1 repetition shrug, push away. Shrug and press away. Next, spin, squish a bug in the ground here, and at the shoulder, pull forward, and then retract. And forward, and retract. With the shoulder blade retracted, our grip heavy on the floor, extend the hip, bridging to a 3-point, and then a 2-point, and a 3-point position.
sweep.
Sweep, slide the hand up the leg, square up our lunge, take a sniff in, brace our core, hop, tension to tall. Return to the ground as follows. Drop lunge with tension and control.
Where's your arm across your chest, Ian?
Open our hip to the side. Chop hinge, allowing ourselves to rotate. Sweep a leg through to our tall sits. Find an elbow and press away to the floor. Switch sides. In this case, I will have my left hand across chest, my left leg bent. For 3 repetitions, push or extend the hip, initiating a roll. Your shoulder and hip are connected here. Push your shoulder and hip. And return to your back. For our 3rd repetition, drive through and pull onto the elbow. Stay on the elbow for a second. Nice. And shrug. I'm just going to do a quarter turn, sorry. So shrug and then press the floor away. shrug, and press the floor away. Squish that bug, hit your tall sit, and in your tall sits position, round forward and retract. Round forward, finish in retraction. Push through the bent leg, transfer to 3 points, sweep a leg, and back up on 3 points. Bring the hand up the leg in a side lunge. Square your lunge position, tension to standing. Repeat to the ground, nice and control. Lunge, open, hips, hinge, hand on the floor. We sweep, we find an elbow, and we core brace. On the ground, let's repeat core, strengthening, tips, planks, and bridges. Let's start in our bridge. On our backside, feet together, slightly apart is okay too, but underneath of our hips would be great. And heavy feet into the floor. Articulate the spine, extending the hips, moving up and down, up the spine from the bottom to the top. At your tops position, pull the knees together, squeeze your butt together, brace your abdominals, and create tension for 3, 2, relax. Articulate, undulate down the spine. Think a cat-cow move as we move through the spine here, slowly rolling, letting the core glutes, hips take that load.
Think about rolling down one vertebrae at a time.
Thank you, Lauren. And then I am done my first rep, and my hamstrings feel like they are sizzling. One more time, feet heavy on the floor, squeeze your butt cheeks together, and extend the hips from the bottom to the top. For about 10 seconds, cramp those glutes, pull your knees together, abs brace for 4, 3, 2, relax that tension in the glutes. And now, as Lauren said, that single vertebrae at a time, nice and control, roll through the spine, keep the glutes squeezing.
Try to get that low back down before your butt touches.
And relax. From here, let's flip over into our high planks position, modified from the knees as I'll be showing, or full plank like Lauren. In our plank position here, check in on the wrist extension. Screw those hands in, blood donations forward, armpits low. Squeeze your butt, brace your core, and pull the floor together for 10 seconds. Build an isometric contraction, a lot of action, a lot of effort, but no action.
4.
And I was going to say gentle the knees down.
1.
Nice.
I was counting while you were talking.
Modify as we need. I'll be modifying my position to that middle ground with one leg extended for 5 seconds of each.
Same thing?
Same thing in our planks. Screw in hands. My modification is going to be a single leg out the back now.
10. And
10 seconds of pulling together. Pulling a straight leg in the hip socket and pulling
3,
to the abdominals.
2, 1.
And then if you did that like me, let's just switch sides for 1 rep here. So switch, alternate, pull.
Noticing you're staying square to the floor. If you have a single leg extended, your hips are still square to the floor.
And relax. Let's get to our back and repeat 1 get up, down, and then again on the other side. If we wish, let's place that hand now facing the ceiling. Keep your fingertips pointing to the ceiling the whole drill. Pack a shoulder, extend the hip for 1, and pull on the elbow. We're proud in those shoulders, meaning packed down and back, extending through the hip, and sweeping a leg. Extend the hips to our lunge, square up our lunge, tuck under hips, tension to tall. Repeat, lowering to the ground with control. Open, hinge, rotate, hand on the floor, sweep through, elbow, core brace to the ground. Switch the side. Fingertips to the ceiling, extend through the hip, pull on the elbow. Tall sit, sweep, transition weight,
Lift, sweep.
and bridge. Square a lunge, Up, tension up, return to the ground, low, open, chop that hinge rotation, tall sit, elbow, core brace to the ground. Flip over to the high planks position, modified from the knees as we need. We'll hit one plank tension here, and as we go into this next exercise being our deadlift, think of this core tension to help us give us strength and safety in our deadlift. Planks positions, modifying all the way to my high plank now. Bum higher than you think you need. Squeeze your bum, connect your ribs and hips. And 9, 8,
Hold
7,
the floor together underneath
6.
you. Don't let anything move you. Nothing can push you over. Squeeze your butts, brace your abs, pull the floor down and off.
And then getting towards our peak position here or our down dog, take your time, press yourself to your hinge and just hang out in your hinge. Maybe talk to your hinge. Oh, my hinge, my swing stance, my feet would be here. My shins will be vertical. My bum is higher than my knees until, well, I guess it always is there. Until you work on your squat, I guess, your bum will always be higher than your knees.
This is true. Keep going.
Hinges. We're gonna work on our deadlift hinges and our kneeling press. Deadlift hinges. For here, I have a kettlebell. I'll stand over top, just watch for now. Chop my hinge. Grip. Pack, preload. Preloading is me trying to pull this up but not going anywhere. Then I'd let go and we'll come up barehanded or body weight. Preload. This object weighs 80 pounds. I'm trying to pull up 79.9 of them that it never leaves the floor, but the work is amplified for me. Let's set up our hinge with our chop. Vertical shins as we look with the hands to touch our load. Pack shoulders. Preload, lifting pounds off the floor, but not the whole bell. Relax the grip and extend with that plank's tension. Where did that feel like work? Everywhere is the good idea. Those two places Lauren touched there, glutes, abs, the best. If we feel this in the low back, I'd recommend we change some things. Maybe shoot us a comment, let us know. Working from our conventional stance for a couple more reps. Set up your hinge, vertical shins, pack with the grip, heavy feet, lift millimeters, if not even millimeters off the floor, then let go and extend through. Repeat one more time. Chop hips, press the feet into the floor for tension, grip, pack, preload, feel some extra work coming up the calves and the hamstrings, let go, to tall. Kneeling press. Either from a split stance here or a full kneel on the ground, I like to explore our overhead work. Ready?
Yeah, sure. I was thinking about getting my fake dumbbell.
Ooh,
Do
I want to
want
get your
it?
fake dumbbell.
You have nothing, though.
I have nothing. What do you mean I have nothing?
Well, you get nothing. I get
I
the
get
dumbbell.
nothing. Okay. Using a light object, either working from a split stance as Lauren or a full kneel like me. Hand, arm in a rack position. Low intensity, go overhead. At the top, shrug, pack, pull an armpit, and groove, pull with tension, returning a fist to rack. Repeat one more time, low tension up. Shrug, reach to the top, pull that armpit low, grip clouds, pull to rack. Switch your stance and switch your load. Always looking for those level hips, tall control through the core. Rack position, low intensity overhead. Shrug, pack a shoulder, and groove, connect a pull to our rack position. Relax. Last rep, low intensity up. Shrug, pack, pull, grip, and pull, returning an arm to rack. and relax. Tension from me if you're coming up. How did you feel with that isometric deadlift, the one that didn't go anywhere? If it was great, either do it again or progress to now lifting this load. Remember to preload and to with your breath. If we stood over top of our bell, look down at the handle for a second, and where is it? Is it well in front of your feet? Is it in line with your shins? Or is it way behind you? Line up where that handle would intersect or bisect. Not sure which one of the sects that would be. The shin bones.
Watch your sex on
you gotta
TV
watch that.
here.
I know.
It's S-E-C-T.
CT. Okay, focusing on our KB hinge. Chop hips, press feet into the floor, grip the bell. Preload, tension to tall.
Keep the tension.
Return to the floor, come up barehanded, pause for a second, look. Is it in the same position? If it isn't, be particular and get it just so. To help you landmark that position on the down, aim for slightly behind you. Error on behind you. Here we go. Chop, hips hinge, hands on, grip, pack, brace, preload, drive to tall. Return to the floor with control. Barehanded up, same pathway. Relax. Repeat. Chop. Grip. Pack. Preload. Tension. Up. Return. Barehanded up. Give it a little check. Yep, I'm still in a good position. Last repetition. Chop. Press feet away for tension.
Make
to the
sure
top.
you keep your brace on the way down here.
Barehanded up. Maintaining the brace. The glutes, they're gonna have to soften if we hinge. You can't hinge on the hips with extended hips or glutes, active glutes. So we need that. However, the core brace, making sure we're planked up top for that transmission of strength. Okay, I'd like to repeat one more time on that kneeling press. So either from that high split lunge like Lauren, or down here in our lunge rack position. Low intensity on the up. Low intensity up. Shrug, stiff elbow, pack, pull the shoulder, and groove, pull to rack. Relax. Low intensity up. Shrug, pack, pull, grip, pull down with tension to rack. Relax and switch. Rack's position, vertical forearm, heavy sunk armpit, but low tension up from here. At the top, gently shrug, stiffen the elbow, pack a shoulder, and pull to our rack position. Relax the grip. Low intensity up, last rep. Shrug, grip, pack a shoulder, and pull to rack. Relax the grip. Resume your normal stances here. And shaken. We have two bodyweight drills we like to go over today. One is to help us with the timing. They're both to help with timing. One's more of the phasing of our kettlebell swing, and that's where we'll start with our shadow swing. In our shadow swing, stand with your feet in your swinging stance, slightly outside of hips, toes mostly pointing forward. Hands out front. Brace your abs. Always brace your abs. Let your hands come down towards touching your quads. When they do, initiate your hip hinge, pressing the hips back, keeping the hands tight to the groin. Keep the hands touching the body, extend the hips, and squeeze your bum. Float the hands to the top. That's our shadow swing.
Chest height is the top.
Shoulders in retraction and press down towards touching quads. hinging on the hips, keeping the hands tight to the groin. Press the feet out for tension. Stand up, cramp those glutes, and float the arms. Repeat 2 more. High tension in the standing plank, the arms come down. We set up our hip hinge, hands tight to groin, cramp glutes, brace core, float those arms. And one more time, arms low. We'll set up our hinge, extension, and then separation.
Drop your
And
bell.
relax. The shadow swing. Super great drill there. Pressing. We're going to stick with our pressing theme today and get towards our push-up. Ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Perform a get-up towards a push-ups position and make it up as you need. For me, I would take my lunge. I might open to the side. Maybe put 2 hands down, and then here I am. Hand positions in a push-up. Fingers, tips, indexes facing mostly forward, and elbows tight to the body towards 45 degrees. Avoid high elbows outside. Check the form on our basics for tips on pressing.
Pull your shoulders down.
High planks position, squeeze your bum, take a sniff in, pull yourself to the floor, and press.
And push back up.
Put your knees down.
Whoa.
How'd that go? That's our first push-up together as part of this beginning series. Did that go as well as you wanted it to? Do you need to modify? If Lauren was a beautiful Ottoman bench here, I could do my press. Are you ready?
Sure.
I could do my push-up on this bench. And I'm not sure about for Lauren, but that was a little bit easier for me than on the floor. Please feel free to modify. I will show my modified position push-up. Here we go. Ooh, let's not bonk noggins here. So on our knees, we're in our nice planking position.
Just a second. Ian calls that our top plank position. For me, when I do a plank, my hands are actually narrower, and in my push-up position, I'm slightly wider. So you don't have to be in your top plank position. That's not my push-up position.
Your core strength tops position, I guess. So from this position, let's sniff our breath, brace our core, pull down to your safe low, and ab tension to press up. Relax. From that position that you find yourself in, could you slide or step into our lunge position, tuck under hips, ab tension to up. The other drill that we evaluated last week is for our conditioning, implemented last week for our conditioning, was the chop and pop.
The chop and pop.
Lauren will perform 5 chop and pops, and I'll do 5 chop and pops. Pick a team and follow us for 3 quick sets.
I go, you go. I go.
Then I go. So 5, 1. So we're in the middle, we're loose in between. That chop and pop.
That's your deadlift hinge, just more ballistic, getting you prepared to swing. 5.
Making sure that at the top, as Lauren's demonstrating here, we're hitting that planks position, we're tall, avoiding the overextension. Chop.
Squats and abs at the top. Punch in the stomach. Punch in the butt. Punch in the stomach. Punch in the butt.
Whew. And 2. Looking good. Last one. Cool.
Hey, do
I
one
think
more
I always
set.
said, okay.
It's good to do these arms too. Though our arms don't swing beside us when we have our bell, they do come through. It's good to pattern those arms through, back, and through.
Push-up time.
Push
Could
up.
we alternate that get-up style? I had to think about it. I think I was here. So no, I would have been there. So here, then I can open hands. Push-ups for 2 for today to get to your safe low, but a place you can come home from with integrity.
Integrity means straight body, no snake. Ugh.
No snake. Squeeze your bum.
No floppy moppy.
Brace your core. Take your breath in and pull yourself to the ground to press or push away. Take time off hands and just shake that out for a second. How's that going? Raise for easy, lower for the challenge. Final repetition of our push-up. From your modified position like me, or full like Lauren, create tension by squeezing the bum and gripping the floor. Take a breath in, pull yourself to low, up, tension to press to the top. Return to a tall prayer, step through, drive to tall. I'd like to finish our practice tonight reviewing our getup and spending some time in our squat. Or I want to do that. I want to do that.
This reminds me of our nephew.
That reminds me of a younger generation. Okay.
He's 10.
Coast clear, not quite. Bodyweight get-ups. We'll come back up right after and hang out in a little squat. Hand across chest or overhead. Leg we can touch, let's drop. Open to the side. Set up our hinge, grip the floor. Sweep through. Find an elbow. Brace as we push away to lower.
Brace.
Push, extend through the hip to the tall elbow, to the sit. Don't bonk heads. You go first, Lauren.
We're good.
Cool. Sweep.
My ponies might hit.
Get tall, square, and up. Pull down. We've talked a lot about our hinge. I'd like to leave you tonight with a little bit of a taste of our squats again here, and we'll pick up with our squats next week.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Open up your squat stance and feel out what that is. Shorter limbs, longer limbs, it's going to look a little different, but feet are generally turned out.
Slightly wider than
Let's take
hips.
the hands on the insides of legs and sit low by pulling your heels together. And how long is 30 seconds? Let me tell you, that's been about 5.
Think about this squat position. What's different about this than our hinge? Your butt should be, okay, Ian, what's different, Ian? Huh?
Your bum's lower
Then
than your knees.
Right.
Or it could be, yep.
But my spine's still straight
Still
like a
extended.
hinge.
Are you still with us? We have 5 more seconds to fill 30.
Grip those toes, push your knees out, brace your abs.
Shake that out. Let's switch sides. Last get up of the day. Racks position, arm towards overhead. Leg we can touch drops into our lunge position. Open up. Hinge, rotate on those hips. Grip the floor, sweep. Find an elbow.
Brace.
Brace away to the floor.
Brace.
Pack a shoulder. Make conditions just right. Extend, push through the hip, pull on the elbow. Tall sit. Bridge. Sweep. To tall. To square. Hup. To tall. Pull down. Last movement of tonight. Let's spend a couple extra seconds in that squat towards 30. This rock bottom campfire squat will help us familiarize and build your best squat going forward. Turn the feet slightly out. Pick a nice stance for yourself. Take a breath in. Hands on the insides or adductor sides of those legs and sit towards your low squat. Other things we like to do down here is like play squatagories. Name the squats. Name a squat, Lauren.
Sumo squat.
Cossack squat.
Single leg squat.
Flamingo squat.
Box squat.
Pistol squat.
Chair squat.
Bulgarian split squat.
Olympic squat.
Ski squat. Olympics. Okay. Oh, but time flies. We have 5 more seconds. Let's lengthen out the spine. Take a breath in. And spend time tall. And shake it out. Thank you very much for joining tonight's practice. This is our beginner kettlebell and bodyweight training practice and dance party whenever you want.
No.
I like the moves.
Thank you.
I like them. Staying strong, staying loose, and
Having
I always
fun.
have fun.
Thanks
So
for
thank you.
joining us, Bars and Bells.
Yep.
Questions in our comment section. Make sure you like our video and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. What's tomorrow? Strength and swings at 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Advanced
live.
kettlebells.
Advanced kettlebell class.
Come back here first. We'll catch up with that crew in a little bit.
Yes. But thank you very much for coming. Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you soon.
Take care. Have a good night. Oops.